Yeah. Share the window. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, generally, Excel, you will be able to have what we call a workbook, just like a 200-page book. So within this workbook, you have what we call Excel sheets, like pages. So this is the workbook, which we are calling RCM. You can see the pages here, and you can play around with these pages. Yeah, you can simply walk around with these pages. Yeah, you can move around, you can move around. Yeah. So what I want us to do now, I want you to peruse your page. You go to this page called Concat Demo. Concat Demo. Remember, the first present is coming in the next 5 minutes. The first present is coming in the next 5 minutes. So you come and say Concat Demo. Let me know whether there is anybody who has been able to get this page called Concat Demo, worksheet or page. Once you're able to get it, please type there Y for yes. Type there Y for yes. So once you open your book, walk around with this until you see the Concat Demo. Concat Demo. Have you been able to see the Concat Demo? Now they're not talking to me. They are not talking to me. Concat Demo. They're not talking to me. There is a ninja called Charles here who is writing my book. I'll be able to know what to do to him. I'll simply come here more and then say, disable annotation for others. Nobody can write. Great. So they have been able to see this. Ladies and gentlemen, you as an accountant, at times you will go to your Excel and then you get like there are words which are in different columns. But you want to put all those words or even numbers in just one particular cell. Then how will you be able to consolidate everything into one cell? You do what we call concatenation. You put together, you concatenate. How do you do this? If this is the cell that I would want to put my, say, ABC and 1, 2, 3, I will come here and say equals, then I press concat. You can see there is a concat coming up. I can either decide to use this concatenate or just this concat is the most recent one. Yeah, so I can see this is in a blue color. So what do? I tab or I click on it. So once I do that, I'm able to see they want me to bring the text strings. So I come and pick this A, B, C. I say comma, then I pick 1, 2, 3. I close my bracket like that. Then I enter. So you can be able to see I've been able to put this into just one cell. Into just one cell. I repeat, if, for example, I wanted to put this A, B, C, and I'll be able to show you practically how we use this concat as accountants. So I'll come and say equals. Equals, of course, you must always begin with equals. Bring up this functionality as live in Excel. We either begin with equals or plus in a cell. It's a function. So you come and say equals. Concat is to put things together. Concatenates a list or range of text strings into one cell. So we have here, this is in the blue, you can double click it, or on top of your caps lock, there's a button called tab, T-A-B. You click it. So the text that you would want to put together, it's this ABC, comma. Then we have here 1, 2, 3. Then you say close bracket. Then you enter. So as I do it, you also do it from your end. Do we have anybody who has been able to do this, ladies and gentlemen, by themselves? Anybody who has been able to do this by themselves? And are you able to share your screen? If you're able to share your screen, then, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to get my presents, many presents today. Multiple presenters. Yeah, many presents will be won today. Just share your screen and let us see the first present. Who will it go to? Somebody who is able to concatenate. Just do it from scratch. Do it from scratch. Administrator. And if you want to get a present from me today, you must save. 𝗲𝐿𝐼𝐶 has started sharing the screen. Let's see. So please go ahead and concatenate. How comes you guys are dropping your screens? I want you to start from scratch. Even if you've done it earlier on. Oh, I have to be the one then doing this. Multiple presenters does not work very well, right? Multiple presenters, one participant can share the screen at a time. Yeah, one. And then now I come and pick these multiple participants. So then are you able guys to share now? Please try sharing now. So I can see administrator. No, today there must be this thing over. They're not supposed to be that many. Yeah. Just try showing us. Try showing us how you did your concatenation. Hey, yeah. No, there must be an issue. Equals A, yeah. But you haven't written concatenate. Don't use the ampersand. I don't want you to use the ampersand. I want you to type first concatenate. Yeah, concat. Yeah, then you pick that, comma. Yeah, and then you'll be able to do what here? Yeah, to concatenate like that. Thank you so much. And then with your permission, ladies and gentlemen, I will be able to show you something very important before I tell you something. Before I tell you something great here. At least I've seen Felix will be able to get a present immediately. You see, at times I may want what we call special characters in between. So for example, when I say here equals concatenate, when I say equals concat like that, I'm picking this ABC, I say comma, perhaps I may want a dash in between. So if I want a dash in between, remember this dash is a special character. Excel won't recognize it the way it is. So and if it is a special character, then I can only put it in quotation marks. So I'll be able to put here, I'll be able to return this bark. I return this bark, and then I say open quotations. Then I come after this, I say closed quotations like that. Then I say comma. Then I pick this 1, 2, 3, or even CDE. I want to concatenate these two. And then that is it. I'll be able to come and close like that. I enter. So you can see there is a special character in between. There's a special character in between. I want to know whether there is somebody who has been able to concatenate this thing, because as an accountant in Excel, you'll be required here to concatenate things many times. It will be very surprising if you have never used this concatenation at your workplace. So let me see whether there is anybody who has been able to do this. Anybody who has been able to do this, I can give them a chance. Somebody who has managed. The junior ninja has been able to do it. Yeah, 𝐸𝐺N has started sharing their screen. Once you share, yeah. So concatenate, please continue. Next one. Put in a special character, yeah, comma. And then you pick CDE, whichever. Thank you so much for doing it differently. Yeah, enter. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the very last one that I would want us to look at is this one, where you want to put a space, just a space in between. A space is a special character as well. So I want to concatenate ABC and 1, 2, 3, but now with a space. Very easy, concat. Then I say tab. Then I pick, in this case here, ABC. I say comma, open quotations, space, the space bar, space. Then I close this empty thing. Yeah, I just close it like that. Don't forget to separate with a comma separator. Then we say this 1, 2, 3. Then what do? You close like that. You're able to have ABC in one cell, now with a space in between. Anybody who is able to do this, this is something as an accountant you'll be using every other day. And I'll be able to show you how practically we use this as accountants. Anybody who has been able to do this, gentlemen, let me see, especially adding the space. And then remember, ladies and gentlemen, our special classes are beginning now for advanced Excel, artificial intelligence over this 1 month. Then we have practical accountancy, audit, and practical taxation. Yeah, so I want to see the first ninja to get a present. Then they will be able to do what here? We introduce that space now. What the space? Who is this who is sharing? It is Tony. Tony, if you get it right, you write your number there. Tony, I have your number. How do you share the screen? Asking for a friend? No, you're asking for yourself. There is a green button there called share. A green button called share. Are you able to see it glide? Concat. Comma. Open quotations. Yeah, space. Close. Comma. And then text string 2, which is 1, 2, 3. Then you enter. So Tony Mbuthia, for you, I have your number. Let me send you 200 bob. Tony, you should be the first one to get this money. Tony should be the first one to get this money. EGN is as well sharing their screen. All right, but let me sort Tony first. Today, people are going to get presents in my class. If you're sharp, not even sharp, if you're quick to understand, many, many presents are coming your way. So we have here Tony Mbuthia. Tony Mbuthia. Tony Mbuthia. How comes I cannot see Tony Mbuthia on my M-Pesa app? Yeah, we teach CIFA so seriously. Please give us a number, a call 0793 555 000, 0793 555 000. So then I think I should be able to go ahead. I haven't gotten this ninja. Let's see how he's doing it. So concatenate equals, I don't know how he's doing it. We're not able to see this very well. Thank you so much. Oh, you're using that concatenate, no problem. So before, space. Yeah, there must be comma separators always. When you're concatenating, there must be comma separators. There must be comma separators. That space is too big. Yeah, it has accepted, but there is a space you created there, which wasn't really necessary, but very good so far. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with your permission, I'll be able now to show you practically as an accountant, how do we make use of this concatenation? So concat exercises. Concat exercises, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, here. So, like the first one, ladies and gentlemen, we have here, in this case here, let me just look for one that is very, very good for you. Yeah, we pick this exercise 3. Exercise 3. So you can see we have fuel expense. Yeah, so they want this expense. Then you write dash in between, branch. Then you write month. Very easy. They want me to concatenate everything here as an accountant. So I'll be able to come and say equals concat. I tab. Text 1 is the branch. No. I'm following this. The expense, which is fuel expense. All right. Then I say comma. The next one you can see is a dash in between. A dash is a special character. Shift, quotation marks, close quotation marks. I say comma again. The next text string is the branch, and they're paying this to the Nairobi branch. Yeah. Then I say comma. The next one that I'm following here, you can see is a dash. So a dash is a special character. I can only encapsulate it in quotation marks. So I say shift like that, dash, shift, quotation mark. I close up that special character. From there, you can see they want me to go to the next text, which as per this is the month, which is January. I'm done. Close bracket. Say enter. You can now see as an accountant what I've been able to put here. Now, this expense is fuel expense paid through our Nairobi branch or for our Nairobi branch in this month. Later on, you'll be able to see how this thing is important because you'll be able to now to drag this out of field for all other. It's a magic thing. As an accountant, this advanced Excel, you need it. All right. So if I come, for example, here, like the VAT audit trail, very important. You can see they want me to put the invoice number. Yeah, the VAT in Kenya shillings, and who is the customer. And who is the customer. So then what do I have over here, ladies and gentlemen? All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we can continue. We can continue. So you are able to see here what they want me to do, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of concatenation. Your boss tells you, we are given this work to an amateur. This amateur has been able to write these things separately. I told this guy to write everything on one cell, but now he has written here invoice amount on a different cell, the customer another cell, VAT amount another cell. But now he wants us to concatenate everything into one cell following this format. Invoice number, the VAT amount, and the customer. No worries, I'll be able to concatenate very fast. So equals concatenate tab. So text one is the invoice number, which I'll be able to pick like that, comma. Of course, even if they don't say, there must be a separation in terms of a dash. So a dash in this particular case is a special character. So open quotations. In this case, you produce the dash, close these quotations, comma separator for the space. Then the customer, you can see it's invoice, it's VAT audit trail, invoice number first. And then they want VAT amount. So the VAT amount is here, comma. And then we have the dash separator. So this dash separator, open quotations dash, close quotations, you separate it with a comma. And then now you come and pick, the last one is the customer for RCM College. And then you close brackets like that. So then I would want to know, ladies and gentlemen, whether there is anybody who has been able to do this one for RCM College under the concat exercise. Is there anybody who has been able to do that? And please start sending me your mobile numbers, because I would want to start giving you money. I'm giving money tonight, real money. I've never given you guys real money. I give you 1,000, you're happy. They want to give you real money. I did some work, yeah, got some money which I would want to share with you. So is there somebody who has been able to do this correctly? We get to see, we give them real money. Is it 200? Is it 200? Is it 200? Is not 200. So I want in this case here to give real money. But remember again that just joined, please reshare the file. Yeah. So can somebody help Mwalimu reshare that file? All right. So then I would want to just give one person the chance. But remember, I will start giving serious money when you hit 200. If you hit 200, if you are inviting your friends, you hit 100, that's when I'll start giving serious money. Otherwise, if I start giving money now, it is a 200, 100. 200, 100. That's what I'll be doing. Yeah, EGN. Let's see, EGN is sharing their screen, which really is very, very good. Yeah, and great. I can see what he has done. But you can now repeat for everybody. Just down there, repeat for everybody to see. And then you write for me your mobile number. And this must be a very good ninja. First time, and they're doing it like they have known how to concatenate. Yeah. Invoice number first. Special character. You don't have to ask for permission. You simply share. You simply share. You simply share. Great. Please write your mobile number down there. No, don't write it. I don't just write it in the text, because I will be uploading this. Write in the text. I'll be uploading this on YouTube. So if you write it here, it will be falling under data confidentiality issues. Just write it in the text. I send you the money. In the text, I send you the money right away. Nobody else I'm giving money now. Don't write there. Write on the text. Write on the text. This dangerous on things. Write on the text. Text in Zoom. Text in Zoom. Text in Zoom. I just want to drop him from writing the number, because also when he writes his number here, YouTube does not allow. They'll start telling me I'm exposing other people's numbers here. So let me drop him for him to follow instructions. So that is Stephanie. Not Stephanie is a lady. It's Stefan, gentleman. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me first of all make this payment. We are not in a hurry, but as I do this, how many students are able to follow what Mwalimu is doing? How many how many students are able to follow what 𝗏𝗵 is doing? How many students? So Stefan, because we are less than 200, I'll be able to give you just 200 bob. 62, 18. I won't read the last digit. Continue. Yeah. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Stefan. Sorry for that. All right. That's done. Great. Bring back the discount, please. Yeah. And the way I'm really pushing so you guys can pay full fees. How come there is nobody who is trying to help 𝗏𝗵 to share the file? Somebody should help 𝗏𝗵 share the file. Somebody should help 𝗏𝗵 share the file here because I don't want to close. And I can see we're at 148. How I wish you would go back like these ninjas here. Go back to your classes. Tell your classes there is something, classmates, there is something very important going on now. And for us to get serious monies, then somebody in this case here has to do what here to really join this so they can reach 200. Then let me first of all share this file. I can see for new students to enable RCM, get more students. Aha. Okay, let me first of all share this work. All right, so I come here. Can it be 1500? Lincoln, you are an enemy of progress. I thought Lincoln, you are my son. How do you want your father to die poor? Lincoln, can you be doing me a favor? Is it possible for you to be sharing this Excel book whenever new students join in? Because for your level, you can easily, please. So that I can't be, okay. I can see another ninja doing something there. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So who are getting my presents? Because people must get my great presents here. Especially when we reach 200, there shall be big presents. At least one guy has one, the first one. Ladies and gentlemen, I go straight away to another concept. This other concept is a great concept, and if you get this right, please, your 500 bob is waiting for you. I'm not taking the amount a little bit high because I can see we have 150. So I want you to look for pivot table 2. Pivot table 2, please. This is what I want you to look for. Pivot table 2, and confirm that you guys are able to get this document. Under the workbook called RCM workbook, there is a page there. These are like pages you're pressing through until you see pivot table 2. So is there somebody who is able to see this pivot table 2? Anybody who is able to see this pivot table 2? Anybody who is able to see this pivot table 2? Thank you so much. So then I would want to use this pivot table 2 to show you something very important. When I'm here and I say control down arrow, there are 4 navigation arrows. We have the down, up, east, west. So the down arrow. So control down arrow like this, I'm able to go to the last cell, 15,121. Then I can go up by saying again, control up like that. So if you look at this data, it doesn't make sense the way it is. It doesn't make any sense the way it is. No, because we have producers, etc. And it's big data. Big data, you'll be told to do a dashboard. That you consolidate all this data onto one screen. A summary table, one screen. We call them dashboards. We also call them pivot tables. So then what do I need to do? I simply need to come here. Once I click anywhere inside, you have to start by clicking anywhere inside. If you understand this, you're getting 500 bob. If you understand this, you're getting 500 bob. You click somewhere inside, and after you click anywhere inside, anywhere it can be here, anywhere inside the table, you come here under insert. Insert, you say you are inserting a pivot table. You click pivot table. When you click pivot table, you'll be able to see a pop-up window. This pop-up window is irrelevant. Don't even read it at all, especially if you clicked inside. You go ahead and say, okay, because you want this to go to a new worksheet. Go ahead and say, okay. So once you say, okay, what are we able to see once we say, okay? We are able to see these great things here. And these ones here were our column titles. So these column titles, what I'm interested in is the volume. I'm so sure I'm moving very fast because I don't want to give this 500 bob. I don't want to give this 500 bob. Not that I don't have it, but we haven't reached 100. So then I'm moving very fast to ensure that nobody understands. No, I'm joking. So then this volume, you drag it. You drag this volume to the values here because you want to evaluate it. You drag volume to the values like that. Then you release. When you release, you realize it is writing for you count of volume. I don't want count. I want sum. So I'll come to this drop down. This one here, there's a drop down. So this drop down, we click on it. We shall be able to see so many things. I just want to evaluate this. I want value field settings. So I click on value field settings. When I click on value field settings, I'm able to see this. I want the summation. You click summation, then you say, okay. So now you can see the sum of volume is here, ladies and gentlemen. The sum of volume is here. You can see straight away, this is 21,723,288 units which were sold. Now, please listen. I want to pivot this in terms of the years. The years. So this year, come and drag it down, put it under columns. So you'll be able to see the same figure has been subdivided, it has been pivoted to the various years. So now as managers, we can start designing trends. Here it was 5 million, 5.3 million, 5.6 million, 5.7 million. I can see 2014, the growth is not that high, but at least we grow. Again, I can pivot everything here using the various products that we have. How do I do that, ladies and gentlemen? I will come here, product group, take it to its own. So I take it the row, fill it here. So product group, you carry it, you are carrying like a baby, 2 months old baby, like that. Now you are able to see on one sheet, the 21 million whatever has been subdivided into years, has been subdivided into products. So here, the management now can deduce, can come up with some conclusions. So like, for example, the manager who is in charge of alcohol will tell him, look at this. You started with 2 million here. 222,000 actually. 315,000, 384,000, good growth. But 2014, you went down. And then this ninja will come and stand on his feet and say, you know what? 2014 is only 6 months. 6 months. So by the time we do a whole year, it will be like double 500. Making some sense. But how about, for example, somebody who was doing coffee, let's see coffee, 187, 1.8 million, 2.5 million, 2.56 million. This guy has only done 6 months in 2014, but you can see his volume here has surpassed the 2013 whole year's volume. Then you realize these directors, the board of members, they're not even able to understand this very well. You tell them then, as somebody who has gone to classes at RCM, Excel classes at RCM, I'll be able to pivot this into a chart. So you do what we call a pivot chart. So you click on this pivot chart, and then you see abracadabra has come. Then you say, okay, so it comes like that. Now I'm through with my pivoting. I can close these fields. Then I'll be able to pull this by the side, put it here, and then ask them, would you want me to do what we call slice and dice? Slice and dice. So for example, you see like now these are very, very congested products. Maybe they want me to look at one product alone, yeah, or two products. So in this case, I'll come to this filter here, and then I unselect everything. Then I select whatever board members want me to present on PowerPoints. So maybe they want alcohol and maybe coffee, like that. So I just check the two. Then I say, okay. So then I say, okay, you can see everything has collapsed to alcohol and coffee. And this is a good country where coffee is being consumed at a higher rate than the consumption of alcohol. All right. And then you can see something very funny has happened. As this entire chart was collapsing to alcohol and coffee, you can see we have alcohol and coffee here on the table. Alcohol and coffee here on the table. The table was also condensed. And now here you can easily make deductions. Even directors who are not going to school, they can see that first of all, the performance of alcohol is a little bit lower, not a little bit, actually it's lower than the performance of what here, coffee in terms of volume sold. All right. And then the other deduction we are able to make out of this is that the first 3 years we saw an increase. But in this case, there was a drop in the last year, which is this year of 2014, 6 months only. Yeah. But the coffee, we have been able to see growth. Yeah. Of course, a steeper one in 2012. Yeah. These others here were quite low growths. Yeah. But you see, there are still growths. There is some growth. And remember now, funny enough, 2014 is 6 months. So in this case here, by the next time we clear 12 months, then that will be it. So then the question will be, is there somebody you think in this case here will be able to do? Yeah, you see where somebody has been able to catch up this concept. Let's give them 1 minute. Administrator, let's see, click anywhere inside. Let's see. You finish that. You send your number here. We give you 500 right away. Yeah, so please go back to pivot table 2 in your pivot table 2 in your Excel sheets. You can see it down there. You can see it down because I want you to demonstrate live. My show us live. It's not about showing us the final product, like now where this gentleman is. So please, just you've clicked in somewhere inside there. So then go ahead and insert. Go to the ribbon up there, the ribbon, where you have written insert. Are you able to see a pivot table on your very left? Yeah, that one. Okay, don't even read that one. Click inside, you haven't, let's see. Yeah, great. So then on your right, look volume. Not there, that's left side. The very right where we have the fields. Where's your right? That's still left. Yes. Go around, go to the click. Unfortunately, now you have to drop sharing your screen. Someone else has to take it. Stop participant sharing. We get another person. So follow what this is doing. So click somewhere inside first. Click somewhere inside first, then where? Yeah, then insert. In the home ribbon, near there, insert, pivot table on the very left. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so okay, click okay, thank you very much. Now there, so start with volume, drop it down to values. No. Now you can see you have 2 volumes, See under rows you have, because you click, remove that one as well. Yeah, great. Value settings, sum, because you want sum of volume. Thank you so much, I can see that 1 million. Then the ears are normally columns, column title. You simply drag it down, hold it, and then using your column rate, you're getting your 500. And then you have the product group under the rows. Thank you very much. And then you pivot chart it. Pivot chart on top there. Pivot chart, where is it gone? It is there now. Okay. You did not have dropped. You would have gotten 500, Bob. Don't be quick to drop. So this ninja, I don't know whether you'll be able to see your pivot table 2. Pivot table 2 down there. No. It's a pivot table 2. You want to go back, okay. There's a pivot table 2 here. Yeah. Click somewhere inside. All right. So go to insert. I simply want to assist you to get 500 bob. Your table is there. Thank you so much. Okay, without any hesitations. Yeah. Then now you can see, yeah. So start with volume. You carry the volume. I can see it down there. Carry it. Place other values. Please change it from count to sum. Change it from count to sum. Value field setting, yeah. Then you can see sum. Then you can say, okay. All right. 21 million, I love that. So pick the years, slot them under columns box. You, columns box. Thank you very much. And then our product group, rows. Now don't touch anything. Let's try to pivot chart it. Look for the pivot chart. Where is it? You can see on your very right. There's a pivot. Don't touch it. There's a pivot chart on your very right under sign in. On your very right. On your very right. Just, yeah, that one. Great. So say, okay. Yeah. So, I don't know whether you'll be able to carry it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Then do the slicing. Go down there on your chart. You'll be able to see the product group. Yeah. So now uncheck everything first. Select all. And then you uncheck. So alcohol. Then pick coffee. Yeah. Say okay. Then go to the ears and uncheck some ears. The ears. Yeah. We're doing slicing and dicing and select all. So you ask these directors, do you want us to compare 2 years, 2011 and 2013, or whichever. You don't have to say okay. So please, Ninja, type your number there. You are a very good student in terms of following instructions. Type your number there. I give you 500 bob. Not there, not on the Excel. Go back to this, the Zoom chats, the Zoom chats. And now I'm not taking any other guy to share their screen. I'm going on straight away to the next concept, not unless there is a question from 𝗲𝗲. There is somebody who needs the file. Please share the file. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite all of you to join my Excel and AI classes. Administrator has shared the number. So who do I give the file? Was it Eric who was sharing, or is it administrator who was sharing their screen? Please be very honest. I don't have time to really waste here. I not get to see who was sharing their screen, but be very honest. Who did this graph to the very end? Who did the graph to the very end? Is it Stephen? Somebody confirm. Was it Stephen Pakiro? Next time I will be checking. It is admin. So admin, please give us your number now. Thank you so much. Please admin, give us your number. Admin, is it administrator or admin? Admin, give us your number now. Administrator, thank you so much. So 500 bob is yours this evening. So the next concept, ladies and gentlemen, that I would want to teach tonight. So we have 070 400. 500. Anastasia, ala. All right. Okay. Great. Great. So admin has been able to get his 500. Please confirm. There's always good to say thanks I've received. For other students to see that for sure these are real thing. So then what we shall be doing, ladies and gentlemen, is to announce then this little discount for RCM students, and then give it a very strict deadline of say tomorrow, so they're going to get quorums, right? For AI, Tony yako ulishindwa graph ya mwisho but 200, andika namba yako hapa, yako 200 na kutumia saizi Tony. Yako 200, andika saizi Tony 200. Sababu ile graph kufuata mpaka mwisho. Ulifika time ukaogopa, na mimi sitaki accountants wanaogopa hata uko wrong. Just leave your screen hanging there. I mean, who will kill you? Nothing. You shall not drop your screen. So I'm waiting for you, Tony, to put your number. Duration of the course is 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Tony, I can't see your number anywhere. Also, QuickBooks for offer. Is it between the Lincoln and you? You, Tonia, have now gotten your number. I'll have to look at the mathematics around, and then a student asked a very good question. For those of us who are doing AI and Excel, can you bundle up the products very well? You concatenate the products very well and give us a very good price, especially for those who are doing 2 or 3 packages. All right. It's another ninja who wants a gift for understanding. But you see, now my friend Charles, it's everybody who has understood. It's everybody who has understood. Now, another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a laptop and then you pay for these Excel classes, I think you'll really be disadvantaged. Even if I would want to have all of you on board, if you don't have a laptop, I don't think it's proper. Because how will you be able to exercise? The other thing, ladies and gentlemen, we must also ensure that you must also ensure that a course outline for each year will be able to provide. I hope I will be able to get you in the group that you are in as a student of RCM. I'll be able to share. I can't share here. Received. Thank you so much. Now, my good students, this was like an introductory class, right? This was like an introductory class. I don't think we should really be able to go on with this so much. I would rather stop there. Now, an RCM, I don't know how we shall be able to communicate with you because this addition I have to make today, and then we share in the various groups. Maybe you could leave your number, then we shall be able to do what you do. You'll be able to reach out. So if you don't have a laptop, please buy. You don't have a choice because if you ask, I post on Facebook, if you ask, ladies and gentlemen, the students who did BDA last semester, most of them really suffered. They suffered because of what here, most of them, I mean, they never knew Power Query. So their Excel skills were wanting. And most of them get to suffer because, you see, ladies and gentlemen, you guys ignore Excel. Excel, actually, like myself, in this case here, I'm teaching my kids who are in primary school, Excel, because I know the importance of Excel. And it's a trick that I got from Wendy's. If you work with Wendy's, they're very good in Excel. Is anybody who has ever worked with Wendy accountants? You will see they are not even looking at these papers a lot. Most of them are not even CPAs or even they don't even have degrees. But their knowledge of Excel is always at another level because then they start studying Excel from high school. So already you are late. If you are in intermediate level and you've never, you'll get people doing crazy things. And when you tell them, please get a laptop, start studying this thing, they don't listen. They don't listen totally. So you get still, I was showing you this yesterday, that you have in this case here, for example, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, something like this. All right. Two words, whatever, they're not fitting in SL. And then you get like a serious ninja who has been trained at RCM. So this ninja wants to read this whole word which is here. And then what they'll do, wanakuja hapa wanapanua. Sasa anapanua moja, anacheka hii imefit, sasa ameweza kusoma. Tena kama ziko 1,000, tena anapanua hii tena anacheka. Ana haijatosha, anaendelea kupanua. Sasa imetosha, anacheka sana. Naona. Ladies and gentlemen, a good person, what they will always do when you understand Excel very well, there are many ways. You could come one of the ways, you highlight this entire sheet by pressing here, and then you go anywhere in between A, B, or B and C, you double click. Then all the words fit. That's how you show that you're professional. You understand Excel. By the time you're coming to BDA, I've got students who are failing BDA 6-7 times simply because of their wanting Excel skills. So when they come for BDA, so then you wonder as a teacher, do I start teaching them Excel or do I start teaching them BDA content? So if you don't want to be harassed, the moment you start doing CPA from level 1, look for 30,000, 40,000, buy a good laptop, you will come to thank me later. As I disappear, kuna mwanafunzi mwenye amekuwa akifanya kitu ya kupanua moja moja hivi. Kuna mwanafunzi amekuwa, hebu niambieni ukweli. Please, it's always good to be honest. There is nothing wrong. Or there are also other students who are waiting. This PC Ninja, if you don't mind, you could give me a call. You seem to be having networks. You could give me a call, but not tonight. I'll give you my number. Please give me a call tomorrow. 0721 620 183. 0721 620 183. 0721 620 183 is my personal number. Yeah, please call me tomorrow because I'm jumping into another class immediately after this. Have you guys enjoyed my sessions? My session, I mean. Refresher course, those who have certificates with RCM from RCM, they'll pay 50%. They'll pay 50%. Bahati, I remember you. We recorded classes for you to follow. Like now, this is fully recorded, yes. There is a student who wants this file. Stefan wants 𝐴𝐶CA charges 10,000 per subject. 10,000 per subject. Lincoln, you forgot your work. There's a student who wants this file. Let me share the file again. And now remember, you're being taught Excel by an accountant. Or e-sharing. Thank you very much, Lincoln. You're being taught Excel by an accountant, who is myself. Yeah, there's a certificate of completion. After you complete, we shall be able to give you a certificate. So please be on the watch out. If it's on Facebook, we'll be looking for my information. My Facebook page, personal one, is Joshua Aura 𝐴𝐶CA Mentor. Joshua Aura 𝐴𝐶CA Mentor. Yeah, Jemima, I want to make this decision in a few minutes. If you combine the two, advanced Excel and AI, how much should you be able to pay in a way that shall be able to break even? And then I'll be able to share this link. I'm so sure, Jemima, you must be among my students of RCM. Thank you, Lincoln. I can see you've shared. Thank you so much. So if I say bye-bye, that'll be okay. How much do I pay for advanced Excel? The course outline for iTax. So we have iTax, yes. iTax, we shall be able to provide this course outline, but basically for iTax, what we do, we teach you the computations, the payee, company tax computations, show you how to do tax planning, and then of course show you how to file the various tax obligations, VAT, etc. And then we show you how to file tax obligations. If I were you, I would also consider iTax is a serious course. And then the other course that I would want to offer now for free is how you should be able to market yourselves as an accountant. Because I don't feel my students have reached really that great level in terms of exposing what they're able to do the outside world. You can imagine like this class, free class, we've just started advertising it like an hour ago. And you can see we've been able to rise up to 160. That is the power of social media. Then I should be able to show you guys. You've been able to know this tax computation. How do you tell the whole world that you're good? Basically by making you to be confident. Because most of us are never confident. There must be a ninja here whenever they post something on Facebook and then they realize they have made a mistake. It basically demotivates them like a whole day. I don't care. Yeah, I can write anything, even that mistake, when they pick it up, they are making my page to be very, very busy. The algorithm will love me. So those are the kind of things that I'll be able to explain to you. So if you want our school's number, it is 0793 555 000. 0793 555 000. Will you be able to join yourselves these courses? Anybody who is joining Mwalimu for these courses? And then, but will you be able to invite your classmates? Please give me that assurance as you disappear. Give me that assurance as you disappear once we make that announcement. Yeah, great. Thank you so much. See you then. See you. Already 3 have joined. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye. Courses on Monday, 8th. Monday, 8th, yeah. See, Mende is sharing at the screen. No. You don't share your workplace screen. You should be very careful. Also be able to teach you, like when you are sharing a screen, there's a way you pick the screen you want to share. No, we have both physical and online. We have both physical and online. Both physical and online. Physical at Commonwealth House. Commonwealth House, right opposite Galitos, along Moi Avenue. Although physical is a little bit expensive, but there are students who believe. Especially, for example, the students, even if you explain to them, they will never know how to share their screen. If you don't know how to share your screen, although it's a very easy, you can even check on YouTube, how do I share my screen in Zoom meetings? You would learn from there. Please, I'm 2 minutes late for my class. I would have wished to stay with you the whole evening, but because of limitations of time, please, good night. Say hi to your family members. Bye. We shall overcome, yes.